What's up, everybody? It's Big Ralph TV, and I'm back with another tech video. Alright, now I don't want to give you all a full long review about this device. Alright, this is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. Alright, I've been using this device for about 2.5 weeks now, and man, I just want to tell my thoughts on it, my experience over the past few weeks using this device. I don't want to get down into specs and cameras and everything because there's a million reviews that break everything down about this phone. But let me just start by saying, since I got this phone here, this is my Pixel 6 Pro, all right? Pixel 6 Pro, since I got this phone last October, this phone has been amazing for me. And I've tried other phones. I bought an iPhone 13 Pro Max twice and I returned it. I bought the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra twice. I bought that phone twice and I returned it because I felt like nothing ultimately was beating this Pixel 6 Pro. Yes, I will publicly admit to you all that I probably like the S22 Ultra more than this device, but at the end of the day, I felt like they're both the same shape and phone. They're pretty much big slab candy bar style phones. They're running pretty much the same operating system. I mean, yes, there's One UI on top of the Galaxy S22 Ultra in comparison to regular stock Android on the Pixel, right? But for the most part, these are the exact same devices, all right? So nothing was beating this, and I just kept beating it in my head that, hey, here shortly, Google is going to release the Pixel Watch and all is going to be well in the world. I've been asking for a Pixel Watch for 5 years. They finally are going to give it to me. They've announced it. I've seen what it looks like already. I don't know how it works. I don't know battery life on the Pixel Watch, but Google has said it is coming, and it is coming soon. It is going to be announced next month. I believe they said that their event is October the 6th. If it's not the 6th, it's the 7th of October. So we're a month away from the Pixel event. And I've been saying all year that I've had this phone that nothing is taking it down. This is going to be the phone that I ride with into the future, unless the Pixel 7 Pro was just a monster and then I would switch to the 7 Pro. But I actually felt like even with that, there would be no reason for me to get rid of this Pixel 6 Pro because it is amazing. It is a beast of a phone. I didn't have a lot of the issues that people, were complaining about with this phone that made them want to get rid of it quickly. I didn't have a lot of those issues. When it upgraded to Android 13 recently, I did have the battery drain issue, and my phone went from lasting, from 6:30 in the morning to almost 5, 6 in the afternoon when I get off work, and that's with me heavy usage at work, listening to music, watching videos and everything. And then it went from that to barely making it to lunch. But that issue has now been fixed and is back to normal. But for the most part, this phone has just been great for me. But this is just a whole different experience, man. This is just, I tried, before I got this phone, I said, do not buy that phone, Ralph. Don't buy it. Because I knew, I had the feeling that this phone was going to be magic. It was going to be special. I was going to start using it. I knew I was going to fall in love with it because there is a difference here. Yes, from this perspective, candy bar phone. Even though the Pixel is a lot bigger of a, in regular use in the candy bar shape. It's wider, it's a little taller. This is a bigger phone if you're using it in this form, right? But I've actually grown to like using it this way, the Z Fold 4. I've grown to start using it a lot like this. It's a little bit wider than my Z Fold 2 was. So I can get some quick texting done on this phone as it is like this. Yes, sometimes I do have a little bit of errors, mainly with the period. Hitting the period button over here for some reason. When I'm trying to hit an M, I always hit a period for some reason. So that's usually the only issue that I have. But man, once you do this, oh man, a whole new world. It's a whole new world, man. Let me unlock that. Look at this, man. This is a small tablet. And you know what else this is putting on the nightstand to not use? My iPad. I have a phone and an iPad in one device. I just open it up and boom. It's all in one device. And man, I really like using this phone. I really do. My only thing that I've had an issue with was the camera. All right. Now, when you're looking at this camera, you see the 3 lenses there on the back. And, using the S22 Ultra and having that super zoom, there's nothing beating that zoom. The S22's lineup of cameras is amazing. The Pixel 6 Pro's camera is absolutely amazing. Those 2 phones, in my opinion, are the top of the top. Pixel 6 Pro, S22 Ultra, top of the top when it comes to cameras. All right. This phone's cameras, they're not the top of the top. They're not 1 or 2. They're not up there. But they are right behind them. You can get some quality shots using the Z Fold 4. Definitely you can get some quality shots using this device. My issue was when I first started using it, I didn't realize that I had to tap there at the top there and change it to the 50 megapixels. So I was like, why are my pictures not looking as good as they should? This is a 50 megapixel camera. These should be better shots. But once I realized, I start tinkering around with things and hitting buttons, and I hit that, I was like, oh, I didn't have the settings right. And my shots became a lot better after that. Okay? But man, this is a great device. There's nothing. This phone is about to put that Pixel down. And I don't even think the Pixel Watch will be able to save it for me. I'm admitting this to you all. This is a sad realization that I've come to in the last couple of days, I should say, is that I don't feel like I can go back to this style of phone, just a regular candy bar style phone that we've been using for the past, decade, 10, 15 years. I don't feel like I can go back to this now after using this. Something that it starts off, fairly small, and then you do this, and you got a tablet, you got a bigger screen. I don't know if I can do that, man. When I'm researching something, I just go to this. If I'm sitting at my desk and I'm working on something, I can have this set up on my desk with the kickstand. Boom, kickstand out, and have it sitting there. And I don't even need to be holding it. I can just be boom, 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 and whatever's playing in the background. When I'm laying in the bed, it's comfortable to just hold it like this. Like, it's like a Kindle. It's like holding a Kindle in your hand. It's not like too big. The iPad Air that I have is a bit bigger. It's huge. It's like 10-inch screen. So it's big to hold like that in the hand. But this 7.6-inch screen still feels small. Look like I'm holding it with one hand. Like I'm not sitting here like, this is a big device. Like I'm holding this whole phone with one hand. You know what I mean? So it's still a small device. Man, I've really fallen in love with this phone, man. I did not expect to. My plan, I'm not gonna lie to you all, my plan was to use it for up until the day before my return period ended, and then send it back. My return day was this past Monday, the 5th. Well, no, the 6th. I would have had the day that I was supposed to return. It would have been the 5th, so that they could get it back by the 6th, or they could see that I shipped it by the 6th. And that was the original plan. Just use it up until that point, and then send it back. Don't worry about it. But man, I've really fallen in love with this device, and I'm keeping it. It's mine now. I'm beyond the return window, and I like it a lot. I'm comfortable with it. The only thing that makes me a little nervous is when I'm working out, when I'm at the gym and I have this phone, like I'm like, I don't want it to fall off the machine, or I don't want it to fall out my pocket or something like that. But for the most part, it's just a great device, man. It's just a really great device. And I don't feel like it's gonna break like I did before with the Z Fold 2. It just feels really comfortable. It's really well made. Man, this is a great device. One other thing that I wanted to mention, like right now you can see that look, you hear the it's such a nice device, man. Uh right now I have the kickstand on the back. For the first week or so that I was using the phone, I had the S Pen here connected to the phone instead, like this. So you take that off, and then you slide in the S Pen. So now I have the pen on. If I want to get out, jot some things down, boom, 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 do my thing, open it up, scribble, 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 do my thing. All right. But I switched it up and I put the kickstand on there because it's better in most situations to just put that on, and I can flip it up and be more comfortable with it. Plus it's flat. The kickstand is a flatter edge, so when you put this down on a wireless charger with the S Pen on, it won't charge because the pin's blocking your connection. So for the most part, I just take this off, boom, put this back on, and if I need the wireless charge, boom, and I'm good to go. And I don't have to think about it. With that being said, and I know a lot of people will probably disagree with this because that is the main feature of the S22 Ultra and the Note series before, is to get that phone so that you have the pen, and you got to use the pen, right? I actually feel like this pen is better. I know it's not inserted in there, but I like it the way that it is now. And I feel like if they make it so that you have to hit the button and push it out just like you do on the S22 Ultra, that is not going to be used for me. It's not going to be comfortable for me because this S Pen is huge. And I'm not the biggest guy in the world. I don't have the biggest hands in the world. But for me, this pen and writing like this is more comfortable than the S Pen that comes in the Ultra and the Note series of the past. So for me personally, I prefer this. This feels like an actual pen or pencil that I would use in everyday use, not the little S Pen that you gotta hit out the bottom of the device and use. That's just really small for me. That just feels really small. So I prefer this way. And then if I don't want to use it, I don't feel like carrying it around, take it off and put it down somewhere. And I put my kickstand back up. So man, this is just a great device. This is just a great device. My wife has the S22 Ultra and she loves it. She came from the Z Flip 3, which she also liked, but she just really didn't like the zoom because she likes to zoom in. Sometimes we're at our daughter's band concerts or we're out somewhere and she's trying to take a picture of the kids and she's trying to zoom in, and the zoom on that camera was terrible. She hated it. So she switched and got the Ultra and she absolutely loves it. And the Ultra's a great phone. It deserves to stay in our house. It just wasn't for me to use at the time because I couldn't get past this and Pixel Watch. I still want the Pixel Watch. That is the reason this phone is still in the house, is because of the Pixel Watch. This phone has all but eliminated this phone and these buds that came with them. Like, that's another thing, you guys. That's another thing. I didn't plan to even use these Galaxy Buds. I got them for free when I got the bundle. I didn't even plan to use these. I planned to give these to my wife, but she said that she already has some buds that she barely even uses, so she doesn't need them. So I had the Pixel Buds Pro, and I returned them to Best Buy because these were free. And I was like, I'll just give them a shot. I'll give them a shot. I'll see how they sound. And, no big deal. When I return the phone, I'll return these too. But these are some dope earbuds. These are great. They sound really good. The fit in here, let me stick them in. They're just, you see? Look at the fit. They're comfortable. They're really comfortable in the ear. Like, I was not expecting it, and they're small and light. My only complaint about this is that I wish I would have got the black pair instead of the white. It's a color preference. I would prefer the black buds instead of the white ones, but I also didn't plan to keep these initially, so that's why I got the white so I could give to her. But be that as it may, these sound incredible. And for my ears, these are way more comfortable than what the Pixel Buds were. The Pixel Buds Pro. Not the A series. The A series were comfortable. But these, in comparison to the Pixel Buds Pro, the Pros stuck out a little bit. They sounded great. They fit great. But they stuck out just a little bit. And I would find myself adjusting a little. Comfort level on the whole package that I got from Samsung for this Z Fold 4, man. It's just a win. It's just a win. I wish I had a phone that I could have traded in that would have took more off of this instead of just the $300. I think I got a little more because I got, another discount. But I got $300 for trading in the Samsung, what was it, the A21. I traded that in. That phone's not even worth $300. I traded it in and got $300 off. So that, and they upgraded the storage. This is 512 gigs. I don't even need 512 gigs. I was fine with the 256 and they upgraded it for free. This is a good deal. I know it's expensive. I know it's really, 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 really expensive. This is the most expensive phone on the market. Apple fanboys, people who say that you use Android because you can't afford an iPhone, blah, 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 blah. iPhones is baller phones and you can't afford it. This is the most expensive phone on the market. This one is. This is almost $2,000. If you opt for the 1 TB option, you're spending over $2,000. Normally, the 512 gig model, this version, this phone that I have in my hand, cost $1,900. I didn't pay $1,900. I traded in the phone. I got another discount. You know, I dropped my price a bit. But this is expensive. But man, I feel like what I paid for what this device can do is worth it. Would I like to have pixel quality cameras on here? Yes. Yes, I would. I would absolutely love to have pixel quality cameras on this phone. Is that a deal breaker? No. Are the cameras still good? Absolutely. Absolutely. Am I going to be comfortable using this phone for the foreseeable future? Yes. Yes, absolutely. This phone is the winner. I'm shocked, Samsung. You beat me. Not only did you beat me, but you beat my Pixel 6. This phone has been in my pocket almost every day for the last 11 months. And for the last few weeks, it hadn't been. I tried to put the SIM in here yesterday to use. I said, I'm going to use the Pixel 6. I'm going to take the SIM out of the Ultra, or I'm sorry, out of the Fold 4, and I'm going to use the Pixel 6. And it just felt weird not having it anymore. Like, that's how good this phone is. You have defeated my king, the king device. You defeated it. And now I'm rocking with Team Samsung for right now. My holdup, honestly, I have a Galaxy Watch here. This is the Galaxy Watch 4. My holdup is I still want to try the Pixel Watch. And I don't want to use the Pixel Watch with a Galaxy phone like I was doing all year with the Pixel 6 phone and a Galaxy Watch. I want it to be Pixel with Pixel, Galaxy with Galaxy. It works better. Certain things don't act up. That's how it's supposed to be. But I don't know, man. I wasn't expecting to be won over by this, and I am. I just really love this device. I don't see how I can go back to using a non-foldable device. It just doesn't feel right to me right now. But I've rambled long enough. I didn't want to do a review and break down specs and tell you about the phone because you've seen that. If you've searched anything about the Z Fold 4, you've seen all the specs. You've seen the 50 megapixels and the storage and how the camera works and the zoom. And I don't want to do that for you. I just want to tell you how I feel about this Z Fold 4 and how amazing it is. Did I mention that I like the fingerprint scanner being on the side? It just works really good. It's really quick. Look. Excuse me, I got a cold. But look. Boom. And I'm in there. Click. Click. In there. Click. Click. And I'm in there. It's just I think it's better on the side like that. I prefer it on the side than, in the power button than it being in the screen. I prefer it that way. But that's gonna do it for this one, man. I just wanted to talk to you all about my love for this device. It's a great device, man. If you can set up a budget, if you have it in your budget to get one, I would definitely recommend it. I sold a few shoes to make sure I could cover this purchase. But, do what you gotta do. I highly recommend it. It is an amazing device. But thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you have not already. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. I truly appreciate it. More content is on the way. And I'll holler at you all in the next video. Peace.